It's not even close. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is my #1 film of the year. It should be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars this coming year, and it's absolutely a shoo-in to win Best Animated, just like the first film did. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse won the Best Animated Oscar as well. However, in as much as it is my favorite film of the year, when I came out of it, I said my one main problem seems to be a technical one. Somewhere in the first act there, as the movie's being introduced and a lot of it is focusing on Gwen Stacy for a bit, I could barely hear Gwen Stacy. Like her audio was getting lost. The audio of her dialogue was getting lost behind the music and the sound effects and all that kind of stuff. It was very hard. It was like I was watching a Christopher Nolan film, Jonathan. Like a Christopher Nolan film. Yes. That's how bad the audio mix seemed to be. Yeah. But now, most of the film was fine. After the beginning, that little audio issue came and went a little bit here and there, but the vast majority of the audio was fine, but especially in those opening moments, and I complained about it. Well, I guess the folks at Sony clearly pay attention to the John Campea Show YouTube channel, because according to a report in Variety, they have sent out fixed copies of the movie where the audio issues have been corrected. This comes to us from Variety, who write the following. After fans, the John Campea Show, I'm sure people everywhere. After fans reported sound mixing issues in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Sony Pictures has sent an updated version of the film to movie theaters. The complaints were mainly targeted at low audio levels during the introductory scene in the animated Spidey sequel, which centers on Haley Steinfeld's Spider-Woman character, Gwen Stacy, which is exactly what we were saying before. So obviously many other people had the same issues that we had. Now, thankfully, it was still just barely, that's an early rep. Where do you find that image? That's an early res version. But the good thing is that it's early in the film. You can still just barely hear what she's saying, and then the rest of the audio is fine. Now, one of the great things about the modern movie industry is that just a number of years ago, sending out such fixes would have been nearly impossible. Because for a studio to say fix the audio in something, they would literally have to remake all those copies of canisters of film and then pack those massive, expensive canisters of film, ship them off to all the 20,000 movie theaters, 50,000 movie, 100,000, however many movie theaters there are, send copies of those, all spending tens of millions of dollars, maybe even more, getting these things made, and then time as you're waiting for those things to get loaded onto trucks and delivered around. It just was a different era, and that's not so long ago. That was just a few years ago. But today it's a little bit different, because most movie theaters today download the movie from a central server that the distributor hosts. So it's really just a matter of Sony making a few changes to the digital file, putting that on the server, and then giving the movie theaters access to download those and load them into their projectors, and away they go. This is one of the great advantages of the digital age, is that little fixes like this can be done. Now, also, according to some of the reports, some of the inside studio people are saying this actually happens a little bit more often than you might think, where a particular problem is recognized in the movie that maybe nobody caught before it went out, and they're actually able to update it and send it out pretty inexpensively, as opposed to the old days of making all this film, shipping it around the world, all that kind of stuff. So it's a good thing that they fixed it. And I'm glad that Sony was paying attention, didn't just go, well, whatever. We already made our $120 million opening weekend. We can just let it go. No, they said, we want the audiences to have the best experience they can. We're going to fix that audio issue. And they shipped it out. Now, they also did mention in the report that the audio issue was not in every theater. Like when I talked about it, I had a number of people write in and say, yeah, we had the same issue. But I also had a lot of people who saw it in different theaters writing and said, we had no audio issues. But thankfully, Sony was able to get on top of it and fix it. We want to thank a sponsor of this video,
Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.
Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? When you saw Spider-Verse, if you saw it at all, did you have an experience in a theater where the audio levels were kind of messed up and a little bit low in the opening scene? Maybe the theater that you saw it in was perfectly fine. And what do you think about this whole thing, this benefit of the modern age of digital versions of the movie industry where they can actually have the studio make corrections like this and get them to the theaters probably all in the same day? It's a wonder, this technology. Anyway, whatever you guys think about all that, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Make sure you click the thumbs up button on it and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget that we do a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast. Go and subscribe to it today on your favorite podcasting app of choice.